I'm Mark for toys.
I'm Nick for games.
I'm Jonathan for comics.
And I'm Justin for movies.
And we are
All the Nerds.
All the Nerds.
So, did you guys see the Supergirl first look this week?
Yep.
Yeah.
What'd you
I didn't
think
like
of
it.
You didn't like it?
Well, no. Okay. Not that I didn't like it. There is points
I didn't like it
in it.
It was shite. Pure
Let him
shite.
finish. Let him finish. Let him finish.
Okay. Enlighten us, Nick.
Okay. Their first look itself was bad, but the whole idea is so promising. It's the first time we'll actually have a real female superhero as a protagonist.
What about iZombie? Which doesn't really count.
She's not really a superhero.
Yeah, it's not super.
No, that's it.
She doesn't have. Okay, yeah, she has
shit also.
superpowers.
I didn't watch that. So.
Oh God! I watched the first episode.
I heard a lot of good things about that. Also.
Really?
People have a lot of good patience. I don't. It was bad.
The
The
actress of Supergirl, she's a good actress. She played on Glee. She has. Yeah, I know.
She's
I fucking hate Glee.
I heard
I hate Glee, so.
she's pretty. Personally, I liked it. I like the fact that it was a mix between Devil Wears Prada and Superman. So it was like a mix of the real life and everything. So it was fun for a general audience. But I didn't like the fact that she was cute, but she wasn't like. And I think maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it's a good thing. She wasn't Power Girl sexy.
Okay.
Well, that I'm actually really happy about that.
Yeah, it's a
I'm
good
really
thing.
happy
Yeah,
It's a
she's
good
not
thing.
Take away the sexy looking, like
Yeah, finally. You know?
have an actual story and all that. But I found it very cliche.
It was
like,
very
campy,
it was very. Here's the thing: when they showed that first image of her in the costume, I was like, "Fuck yeah, that looks awesome!" I was like, "That costume was great." And then it came out, and I thought nothing of it. I'm like, I didn't even care. I was like, based on the costume, I'm like, I'm gonna love this show. And then I watched it, and it was the whole. For one thing, everyone knows her secret identity. Like everyone in the trailer knows who she is. But then it was the whole Krypton thing, which was cool. It's like, oh,
Yeah, that was cool.
you know my cousin's story, now you know mine, and I was like, oh yeah, that sounds awesome. And then it was like, yeah, Krypton and da da da, and then it's like, do 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 do. I work for a fashion magazine, and I'm like,
That's it. But that's it. I think it was based for a female general audience, and I think they really succeeded. Like I showed it to a lot of my friends, and they liked it.
Mhm.
And they're not comic book.
I
fans or
don't.
anything.
But that's the thing. I don't mind. I have to watch the first episode.
Well, yeah, exactly.
her
yeah.
boss is Ally McBeal. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's too much in a
well, you don't like girl. Really?
she's the cliche asshole boss that just
Okay.
and
what about Jimmy Olsen?
I don't care.
what do you mean you don't care? What did you
Color
mean?
aside, I don't care about the fact that he is
He's not a
Afro-American.
ginger. He's
But
not.
That doesn't bother me
Jimmy
either.
Olsen is a nerdy, short, skinny guy.
Like he has
And-
the brains. Like he
and
has the brain, but he doesn't have the brawn.
Now you put it 6 feet tall, ripped
Quarterback and all that. Like, really?
The guy could be Superman.
Yeah.
That bothers me
Yeah.
a lot. But again, I guess we need to first watch the first episode because again, it's promising.
I think that it's just like a long line of things that have been happening recently of changing one character from white to black because all these characters were developed from the 30s to the 60s. So
yeah, but again,
it doesn't matter so much as that it's just if he was still the nerdy kind, then it would be fine. But he's I'm Jimmy Olsen, photographer.
Look at the Human Torch for Fantastic Four. Amazing actor.
Yeah.
And that I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he will be a really good Human Torch. Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
I would have preferred them choosing someone more of the lines of Clark's best friend in Smallville.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't remember his name, but he was he wasn't this he played a quarterback
Yes.
on the show, right? But he wasn't this big guy, and that he would have been a better Jimmy Olsen than this
That's true.
monstrosity of a guy. No offense to him, but whoa.
Yeah.
We'll see. I just hope that the
Yeah.
trail of the intro for the show is not all like.
Yeah, well, because that's the thing. It was just like I read people putting it very akin to the fake Black Widow SNL video.
Yeah.
That people were comparing them, and I was like, oh my god, it's the same thing. It's like it's actually the same thing, and it was like, well,
I noticed that they did a lot of reference to his cousin. Like, oh, that's
Yeah.
her cousin came,
yeah.
But I mean, she is Supergirl, cousin of
it's
Superman.
it's the whole sibling thing. It's like she's got to live in the shadow of this,
Yeah. But I think it's
hero.
great that they're not saying Superman to him. They're saying the cousin.
her
yes,
cousin. They're not saying Superman,
but they're
'Cause
not bringing
And
him
I wonder
into
what
the story. It's
silhouette is that.
what that you see in the
Yeah,
because
commercial.
that's not Tom Welling.
No,
and
that's
they
not
are
Tom.
using Tom Welling, or I don't
No.
know if it's confirmed or not.
The what? Really? For what?
Tom Welling,
I heard about it from Smallville.
Yeah.
It's like more than just rumors now.
Really?
But Tom Welling will do a appearance, or I don't know.
Okay,
more.
because they already have a Superman in the show, Dean Cain from Lois and Clark, New Adventures of Superman.
but he's not Superman.
I know,
He's
but I'm
playing
just
the
saying they're bringing in
phosphor.
like character, actors and
He's
stuff like
awesome.
that.
Like
I
they
love
did
that.
with Smallville.
Yeah,
Smallville, they brought all the actors and actresses that played in
and
there.
his best friend is Pete Ross.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But see, he would have been that stereotype
Yeah.
would have been better as
Oh,
Jimmy
yeah.
Olsen than this one here.
It fits. But I think that, again, to go back to the Supergirl and my cousin thing, it is a Supergirl show, and I think that's you cannot take out Superman from Supergirl. But if you're trying to orient it, you just hint it. You hint it around, but you don't bring him to the show. You can bring him for like a few
well,
seconds.
that's why it's all about. It's just my cousin, but they're not gonna. It's not a Superman show. It's a Supergirl show, which is what It's great. It's just It's I have to see it first
Yeah.
because with this first look, it's like 6 minutes of. Not well. No, that's the thing. The action, but like the Supergirl parts were really good, and she, if the first episode has to do with her like finding her identity and all that stuff, and fine, that's,
She was such a badass in the cartoons.
Yeah, but that's
Kira
the thing.
was such
She was
a
awesome
bad-
in Smallville.
Yes.
Yeah.
because she
Laura
came to Earth.
Underwood?
Oh, I saw her at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Because she came to Earth later on. She didn't.
It's hard to miss.
Well, that's one thing that I need to check on, the timeline, because technically, she came on Earth at what time exactly?
how
Because in that trailer or first look,
She's-
she's been on Earth for like 12 years.
yes,
something.
but he's been Superman for like 20. How it works is she's older than him.
Yes, technically,
No,
yes.
she is-
On
yes.
Krypton, she was older than her.
But they passed through a
Him.
black hole,
Him.
and then
Him.
the
Him.
time
Oh,
lapse.
damn.
Yes, exactly.
The time
Yeah.
lapse of black hole, because that's because we know how it works, right?
Yeah.
Physics.
Yeah,
physics.
science. Yeah.
Basically, they went to the black hole
Guy with
almost
a
at the
little
same time, but the black hole did a detour in the time
Yeah.
space.
So she
continuum.
grew up a little bit in her pod, a little
Yeah.
bit, but then she arrives on Earth after Clark had already arrived.
Has already been there for
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why she's like, whatever, like 20 while he's like 33 or something,
And she starts off as being like a badass. Like she
Yeah.
didn't really care about the humankind and all that. This it seems she's too
Well, that's the part I want to see. How
like the transition
exactly
because
how
what we see is already
exactly after 12 years.
Yeah.
She came here as super badass, didn't care a bit about humankind, and she had to learn
But
to
is that the-
repress entirely her superpowers.
Is that the
How?
version they're going
Why?
with, though? Or is
What
it
do you
just...
No,
What do you
exactly.
mean
I don't think
repress?
so.
I don't think so either.
You don't learn how to repress. She never had superpowers until she set foot.
I know, but that's
Her
right
cousin
away.
is
She
there
started
being
off with
Superman.
powers.
Simple logic.
On-
My cousin is there, is flying. I can do.
I
the
could
same.
do that too.
So basically, Superman grew up with it, and she arrives at like 20 with superpowers, and now she needs to adapt. But Superman all his life in the farm to adapt. She's in Middle Metropolis trying to adapt. That's
Think of it this way: in Man of Steel, Zod, when he breaks his helmet
Yeah.
and gets all his powers in one
He
shot, he can't
freaks
control
out,
them.
man.
He can't control them. But that's the thing. With this, it looks like it's just going to be she
Yeah,
lands
I
and she
know.
grows up with however and
Which brings to the girly side of the TV
So that's
show.
the thing. You guys didn't like it because she was too girly. But
No,
let's
no,
face
no,
it.
No,
not at all.
Her. The whole concept of
The
TV
way that
show.
they
the way the
presenting
show
her.
is presenting
Yes.
her.
I love the
But-
idea of her show when they did the whole costume thing and she was in this skimpy little outfit. Like you think I'm gonna fight crime in this, and then they do a proper suit. I liked all that.
Yeah.
The principle was nice. It was just that campy music that they brought up at the beginning that threw me completely off.
But is the show for you? Or is it
should be for everyone?
Yeah.
Or is it for like that geeky girl that's waiting for a female protagonist?
Well,
Well,
here's the
that's
thing.
the thing.
That goes into an entire debate on, geeky, female, male, this, that, and the other thing. It's a lot of bullshit. I think the show, like Nick said, it should be for everyone.
It should be, but I think that's because nobody can
But it also-
associate. Do you associate with Wonder Woman?
Of
Sure.
course, huh?
But I don't associate with Wonder Woman. I associate more with the Flash or Green
You
Lantern.
came here
or
on your
something.
invisible jet, right?
I did.
That's
I thought so.
Park that's not. But that's the thing. I think they're trying to bring the superhero for a special audience, not special audience, for an audience that hasn't been, they didn't pay attention to for many years, and now they're trying to give it all in, give it a female show.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a point of view.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean.
I don't see them doing something so gender
But,
specific.
well,
I
here's the
know.
thing, but it also depends on the producers and the network,
I guess
which is
that's true,
CBS.
I just,
yeah, CBS.
Which,
really.
so,
I just hope that the result is if, for example, a 6 or 7 years old girl will watch the show, she will think, "Oh, I want to become that strong superhero."
great.
It's good.
Exactly. If that happens, then it's great. Then the whole TV show has a meaning.
Mm-hmm.
If she comes, "Oh, I want to be that," slut, then well, you just missed your point.
But
there.
do you think that the trailer would bring kids?
So far, I think so. I think the way the actress is playing the superhero, Supergirl, I think that she will bring a new aspect of the whole. Like the superheroes these days are not really for kids anymore. They are. Be more specific. They are showing a lot of skin,
Mm-hmm.
and at some, it's a whole new debate once again, like free speech and blah blah blah. But
I mean, I think that was like part of the 90s era, and nowadays, like a just perfect example with X-Men, how they took Psylocke, and she was like in a half-naked swimsuit, and now she's fully covered in a fighting outfit.
Well,
and I think that was
cool.
great because,
Yeah.
and a lot of people, even Wonder Woman, they're dressing up in an armor with like a true Amazon, not a.
It's still funny, but yes, that is the way things are going, and if it's the case, then I'm more than happy.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll stick on the direction with DC characters, and let's move on to Legends of Tomorrow.
Awesome. Looks amazing.
Look at that. It's awesome, but there's a but.
I didn't like how they're
Yeah.
going with the greedy look for everything else, but they're going with a like the actor of the Atom, where he's
Brandon Routh?
Yeah, Brandon Routh, Superman.
Exactly, Superman.
Returns.
Where he's
Still
too good
Superman.
looking, he's too clean of a look. All the characters, I find them too much. It's too cliche. Like if you compare to the same thing as being released, the Joker and Suicide Squad. I'm sorry. When they released Suicide Squad, it looks really dark. I find that this one is too goody two shoes for the direction that they're going. And I like anti-heroes. I like bad guys. I like bad guys turning good, but they look a bit.
I love team up episodes, so this is like a big team up episode for me.
Okay.
All right, everybody breathe. It's
By the way, it's been confirmed for 13 episodes.
been confirmed.
So
It has been confirmed.
One season? That seems really short.
13 episodes?
13 episodes. Oh, is
Well,
it
it's
1
not
hour
really
episodes?
start that
They're
way,
1 hour
and then
episodes.
they.
Oh, 1 hour episode. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes
Then again,
halfway
Fla-
through the season, though, it's like, oh
Yeah.
wait, well, sign up for 4
But
more episodes.
that's the thing.
Yeah,
Flash
exactly.
Flash started with like 20 episodes, but they knew Flash was going to be
No,
like...
but shitty stuff. A lot of shittier stuff usually start 3 seasons. Nothing. Something they don't know at all that will pick up. This one has a background to it that they can refer to.
Constantine?
Yeah, Constantine. How many seasons was it signed for?
None.
One. It was signed... It was... No. It was signed for the 1 season to see how it went. They put it on the death slot. It didn't get the views that they were thinking of, and then oh no, we're not going to go for
Which is
season 2.
weird because the views were actually pretty good.
That's the thing. It had
For what it is.
I know you didn't like it, but it had good reviews. It had okay views, but like overall, the rating was okay for it as a show. But now you have all these actors that are saying, "Oh, if this network gets it, I'll guest star on it." If they just bring it into the CW verse, it wouldn't even matter because at this point, with all the superpowers and stuff, just throw in Constantine. Who cares? Then they can introduce Zatanna or something, and they could do like.
Yes.
But back to Legends of Tomorrow. Lucifer. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Back to Legends of Tomorrow. The title's kind of stupid,
Yes.
but
Actually, no.
they have to call it Legends of
We
Tomorrow.
don't need the heroes of today because we need the legends of tomorrow.
They just can't call it the Justice Society. That's the only reason it's called Legends of Tomorrow. But it's cool that they're introducing Hawkgirl, which she's going to be in she's being introduced in the Flash season finale. That's cool.
Big fan. Big fan.
Here's the thing. I don't know. It's like the Supergirl thing. I'm watching it and I'm like, I love Flash. Flash is so good. I'm not keen on Arrow. So it has like a bit of everyone in it. It has fire. I like Firestorm. I like loved Captain Cold. I don't know the actor's name, but I love the
guy.
But yeah, I love the actor that plays Captain Cold.
He's too
but
too good looking to be a bad guy.
Okay. Anyway, my point is that overall, I love that the villain is going to be Vandal Savage.
Yes.
Which is so fucking cool. But overall, Rory, I can't him again. I don't remember his name, but Rory from Doctor Who playing a time traveler.
Rip Hunter.
Rip Hunter, yeah, playing one of the Time Masters. I don't know. It's just it doesn't look as incredible as Flash was when it was Flash was announced and they were advertising
the
Flash.
way you're explaining it, I'm now looking at the trailer in my head. It feels like it could be one of those web episodes.
It looks
Yes, yes,
thank
that's
you.
what
It looks like a web series.
Why
Thank
do you
you.
have to screw it from it?
I'm just
I
saying,
thought it
no,
was
like-
awesome. Now I can
I
see.
still love it.
It could be one of those 15-minute web episode things.
Because it looks like it
That's the best
Oh,
definition,
man.
even from my opinion. That fits perfectly. To
Thank
the
you. That's a good way to put it. Because I watched the trailer. I watched the
Hey,
trailer
you
like a
guys.
good 4 times in a row, and I'm just like, I'm not getting anything. Like I feel, I like Brandon Routh as Ray Palmer. I like, and that's another thing. They have to make him tiny now because Ant-Man is coming out. Because they're like, shit. Now we have to actually, make him be the Atom.
They introduced that in Arrow, the season finale of Arrow.
Yes.
And sort of right after Arrow, they released this Legends of Tomorrow, which kind of upset me because of the way Arrow ended.
Well, that's the thing I've noticed about the CW shows is they don't really care about spoilers.
Yeah.
My brother watches Arrow, and I don't watch it, but he tells me what happens in it, and it's like, Ra's al Ghul is attacking Gotham. I mean, Starling City, and
That's a big character to introduce in a non-Batman show. I find.
the entire Arrow show has been a Batman show without Batman.
That's actually the whole joke.
Yeah.
It's worth. Well,
But-
That
but-
season is supposed to be
so-
a lot lighter.
Point
They're going a
being
different
is that
A lighter green.
No,
Yeah.
they're going green instead of just Arrow, right? They're going
Exactly.
green now.
But when it was the whole Ra's al Ghul thing, and it's like, is Oliver Queen going to accept to be the new Ra's al Ghul? And then it's like,
Is it Raish or is it Raz?
it's pronounced Raish.
Is it
I've never
confirmed?
pronounced it different.
I can hear the haters commenting.
it's pronounced Raish. And Roz was the way. It's a long story about how
That
white.
hasn't been confirmed.
But when it was all that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was the whole thing of like, is Oliver Queen going to take the position as the new Ra's al Ghul? And then in the next episode, like in the promotional image for Flash, he's in the Ra's al Ghul outfit. It's like, well, I guess we know now.
Oh no, he's not. He's just wearing an assassin outfit. He's not wearing the Rachel Girl outfit.
Well,
That's what all the
the
assassins of the.
yeah, but he's joining their
the
ranks.
assassin
so-
of Ra's al Ghul.
Is
Yeah,
Ra's
no,
al
but he's
Ghul.
not dressed up as Ra's al Ghul.
No, but he's like in that garb, is what I mean.
Well, it's just because that's where he is in
So
Arrow.
I mean, he kind of accepted anyway. Yeah.
But my point, like when I saw that, I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's my first thought was, well, I guess he's going to be accepting it, is how when I saw those images. But then again, I don't watch Arrow, so I don't know the whole details of every little, part of it.
about Legends of Tomorrow, I find that there's an issue with the fact that they're introducing so many characters, presenting so many characters that you lose the personality of these characters. It's just like
Not that many. They're a team.
yeah, but they're not going to
It's
do
like-
like okay, just
The
for
Avengers
Hawkgirl.
did it in like 2 hours movie.
That's
Now they have a full season.
Yeah, 13 episode series.
I would
Will they
love
assemble?
I would love
no.
to see a
No, they
Hawkgirl
won't
show,
Like a
standalone.
solo show?
Solo show.
Mhm.
That would be amazing.
Mhm.
find
I wouldn't
she's
mind
always
that
been one of
since
my-
I don't know anything about her.
Yeah, same.
Well, she's from it's very complicated. Depends
Justice
on
League
the
I know-
version you're.
Justice League Justice League
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah.
But yeah, isn't she like from another planet or something?
Yes.
Yeah, she's She's a Targaryen from another planet, but from what was it? Is it one of the TV shows? She was introduced as a reincarnation of a goddess of some sort.
Like an Egyptian goddess or
Yeah,
something.
but I think that was I don't remember the TV show, but that was another TV show.
Mhm. But yeah, so that's my like I don't know. This is all like I just have to see the episode first.
Exactly.
I have
The
to-
same thing with Supergirl.
Same thing with Supergirl. In the end, I have to see the episode
Yeah.
first. But with this first look, I'm kind of just like
Well, now you've changed my mind about. Now it seems like it's.
it doesn't like, and the whole like White Canary. It's clever what they did in White Canary, and it's the sister and stuff. But it's
They really have to explain that.
yeah. As far as I know, it's
No, because they killed her off at the beginning of Arrow. And
okay. Hasn't she died like 4 times or something though? I don't know. I don't watch it.
No.
Okay, well, fine, whatever.
Why didn't they bring Black Canary, which is more popular?
Well, because Black Canary's on Arrow.
Oh,
It's her sister.
It's her sister that's White Canary. But I don't know.
With the canary cry. It's
With-
awesome.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It's awesome. She screams.
Okay, so what do you think?
Well, I was really excited for it until he had to kill it now.
Sorry.
No, I thought it looked good.
What did you?
I would love to see Ray Palmer, Adam, out of that suit and be more
Like a
of the
genius?
Atom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought
Be
they were.
merged with the actual Supergirl.
Yeah, because I thought that's what they were going to do at the end of Arrow. Because that's sort of how it gives it away at the end of Legends of Tomorrow. It sort of gave away what happened
Yeah.
at the end of Arrow. There was a big explosion when he was testing out the nanotechnology into his suit to incorporate so he could change his size. And of course, the suit didn't work. He presses a button and the whole level of the building blows up. So I was expecting like all the nanites with all this new information that he put in his suit explodes and sort of goes into him, and he no longer needs the suit because the nanites basically is the suit,
Yeah.
and that'd be much cooler than
Yeah.
an Iron Man suit.
Iron Man.
It-
Well,
it
literally,
is.
because when he lands, he puts his fucking fist down.
Yeah, I know. It's well, how else are you gonna land? I mean, come on. It's
I'm gonna land like that if I ever have a suit.
yeah.
Fine,
Batman
whatever.
lands like that, and he doesn't even have a suit.
I was excited to see it.
Yeah, no, but that would have been great though. But
I know it's
it's
what's popular right now, so let's stick with a.
then again,
freaking
he
real hard
also
suit.
maybe he was also planning to have in the show version to have the Iron Suit get miniature at one point anyway. Because in the episode of Flash, when him and Felicity visits Star Labs, and they're like, "Oh, what's your name?" and he's like, "I was thinking the Atom," and he goes. So his idea was that his from building the suit in the first place is that I want to be able to shrink, at least in this version of the show, of the character that is.
Such a weird thing to think. I want to shrink. If I would ever build a suit, I want to grow. I want to grow like 6 stories tall.
Mm-hmm.
But
Most men do, but anyway. You, Nick?
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm.
And he killed it for you, right?
No, absolutely not. Actually, how to say it? The Supergirl is more promising story-wise, but as trailer, I loved it.
Yeah.
It's like I was hooked. I was like, okay, I want to see the first now.
Yeah.
I want to see the whole season now.
Yeah.
Because they are like right away introducing time travel.
Yeah.
Which is amazing for me. I love time travel. Any kind of stories with time travel is good.
I always see flaws.
I
Left
see
and
flaws
right.
with
Flaws.
time
I'm like,
travel.
no.
I know.
But that's the
it's-
thing. No, I'm the
just-
same way with with time travel, I'm just like, things will be different.
No, but also too with time travel, if they do it in the show, essentially they can do whatever they want. They could write any story they want, because come the end, all you gotta do is put it back to normal by doing this and that, and all of a sudden we have our universe.
Yeah, but
right
you'll
now.
never be able to get things exactly the same. And that's the problem.
What we know about, say, the universe that are in the comic books and all that, we know of it, right?
Yeah.
Well, they could do essentially whatever they want.
Yeah.
Then what their final, like the final curtain,
Yeah.
whatever they do, will turn it into what we already know of the universe.
Fair enough.
If they wanted to do it that way, because you could, for a show, they could write whatever they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
They sort of want to pull
It's
people in.
adaptation.
Look at all the other shows that are out there, like Gotham and all that. It's not a complete.
Yeah. Okay.
Fun fact, actually. The Atom came before the Ant-Man. Just saying.
No. Okay, that's all well and good. I'm just talking about adaptation wise.
No. I'm just
Yeah.
stating the facts.
Yeah.
That's
fine.
I'm just saying, it's just that, Marvel has been on such a streak. Like, here's a talking raccoon, and here's a guy that can shrink.
Maybe get Wonder Woman.
And DC
I
can't. Well, let's separate CW and DC and Warner Brothers, because they are the same thing, but they're not the same thing.
That's like Fox and Marvel, right?
It's
subdivision. Not really, actually.
well, no. That's what I mean. Is because all the DC shows are not going to be in the DC movie continuity.
Absolutely not.
Exactly. So let's separate those for the time being. But for what it is that Warner Brothers in their movie universe isn't like handling their intellectual property very well, in my opinion.
Everybody else.
But anyway, that's a whole
So
other thing.
you loved it.
I liked it. I didn't really follow that much both Arrow and Flash.
Mhm.
I know basically what happened. People talk to me too much.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's not a secret. But how things are going is like just amazing.
Yeah. Flash has been so good.
Oh,
No,
yeah, I know.
I need to watch Flash.
Can't wait for this week.
I know. I heard that the producer of going back to Supergirl, the producer is the same for Flash. They've been stating that they won't crossover.
They won't do any
yet.
crossovers. Okay.
They specified yet.
But crossovers, not necessarily with CW, just with other DC characters in the
Exactly.
Supergirl show.
Exactly.
Great. So we're gonna cast another actor
It's
for Flash.
Yeah, it's going to
That's
be
what
like...
they're gonna do.
Well, who knows? Honestly.
Because they have one for the TV show, the
They have
movie,
one for the
and now
movie.
we're gonna have to put it over on one for CBS. Yeah,
But that's the thing, and that's
great.
another problem, though. It's
No, they could bring Barry Allen, Wally West, and then just long
but,
term. I mean,
but in the Warner Brother movies for the DC Cinematic Universe, it's Barry Allen, the Flash.
Yeah.
But Barry Allen, we have a TV show all about Barry Allen already, and that's the problem that it's happening with their.
Yeah, but I think that what he tried to say that, like, instead of mixing it.
No, I got that. No, yeah, I
going
got
with
that.
someone else.
I'm just saying is that
Especially with Flash, which is super easy since you have so many Flashes.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean it's Supergirl.
And Green Lantern.
Yeah, Green Lantern.
She's young enough to go even with Kid Flash.
yeah, I guess.
But no, Barry Allen's already a kid in the show. Kid, I mean, no, he's working like full time for a police department.
Man, I wish my kids were gonna be like that when they grow up. All right, so let's move on. Lucifer.
Lucifer. Well, I don't know if you're familiar with Lucifer. He's not that well with the character DC Vertigo.
Is he
Lucifer.
literally the devil, or
He is the devil. The story behind that: Lucifer, the king of hell, retired and opened a club in Los Angeles.
all right?
For his
That's
retirement.
probably what every
It's probably what he would-
demon wants
Well,
to
yeah,
do.
exactly.
No, I actually think he would do that.
And then I don't know what happens in the TV series because they don't say a lot. But in the
He seemed
book,
very mean.
yeah, that was my
good.
problem with it. Too funny, which is not a bad thing.
I'm Lucifer.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
like not as a bad thing
Run.
because it could be really funny, it would be really pleasant, really entertaining.
Yeah.
But the book is not like that.
Mhm.
The book is like Lucifer's doing his own business, and then God offered him a job with like
As he does, yeah.
exactly, and it's like name your price, like name your reward. So obviously the Lucifer will say yes, and then it started into like a whole journey.
What's his reward that he asked for?
I don't remember that.
So what did you think of it?
I personally, when you have a guy in a suit, British, in Los Angeles, that has superpowers, that is like sleazy, like witty and everything, I think there's everything going for it.
I thought that's where you were going. Like, okay, that's yeah.
It's your quintessential anti-hero.
I mean, like Sherlock, right?
For you, Sherlock.
Yeah, British and like dressed up and witty and everything. Yeah, that's
Sure.
Is
Yeah.
Sherlock's
comparison.
the devil. Makes sense.
Yes.
I really liked it. I don't know why he's as an immortal being. Like the logic of helping people doesn't really make sense, especially the devil.
He's not really helping them. He's doing it for him.
Oh, that's the point. Okay, yeah, but you don't see that in the trailer.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I liked it, and I think I will start following it. It's yeah.
I am not familiar with the character, or never read the book
Don't worry.
at all. Yeah, so
He's
Same
a
page,
tertiary-
okay?
He's a tertiary character. He's not like. That's one of the questions I have. Why would they choose Lucifer instead of something more important?
Then Lucifer.
No, Lucifer.
Let's make a
the
movie
DC
about God.
in the DC universe, he's not important at all. At all. So why him and not?
well, he was important
Well,
enough.
no,
for-
not because they're not like using him makes him not important.
That's true. But why?
He's the damn king of hell.
But I think
It's
they're
not Crowley, but he's
yeah.
he's pretty near.
I think they're keeping like the main Justice League for movies. Second row maybe important shows for
CW.
For CW.
And then other characters for other networks.
Exactly. Because I think he also connects with Constantine, which is fun.
Well, yes and no. He is from the Vertigo
Mhm.
company, which is owned by DC.
Yeah, but so was
He's-
Constantine.
And Constantine is now.
He's now
from
DC.
now
He
from
started
DC.
with Vertigo, yeah.
Exactly.
Fair
and,
enough.
and when the show started, he was already with DC.
Fair enough.
He's been technically seen in the New 52 in the Constantine universe, but technically it wasn't the same.
Technically.
Technically, again, it's all relative.
Lucifer Morningstar is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They can use it. They own it.
Exactly. They could.
You can do whatever they
That's the nice part. They could do a whole merged like big universe. If they do, it'll be awesome.
Yeah, of course. But
Will they?
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Will they?
probably not.
Well, I mean, they're multi-billion-dollar company. They must have a plan. They must have an idea.
It's still funny. You know, it's funny.
But-
It's funny how much they tell us.
They must have a plan, but do they? But really, so far the only one that's on like the right track, like Marvel's on the right track with movies. Warner Brothers, DC is on the right track with their TV shows with the CW stuff. And then Gotham was great. Constantine, I really liked Constantine. But that didn't go so well.
I didn't like Gotham at the beginning. I like it now.
Yeah.
I thought it got a lot
As a
better.
lot of people.
Yeah,
It
it
got
got,
a lot better. Like, I can't wait for next episodes. And next episode, it's really good.
Mhm.
Because
So
now I know who to vote for, right? I found the first, it was like, okay,
The first half
everybody's
of the
crooked. Like,
yeah,
okay, what's
the-
going on?
the first
Who's
half-
the good guy? Yes, I know Gordon's a good guy. He ain't no good guy. Like, what the hell?
the first half of the series was like literally everyone in the city is corrupt.
Like, you're supposed to
and
have...
Gordon is just there, like he's like, I don't know what to do with my hands. He's like-
Well,
Yeah.
well, when you think about it, it's true.
Yeah.
In Gotham City, if you take like as the northern movies, it's basically the same thing.
Mhm.
It's everyone in the city is crooked.
Yeah.
Like, don't trust anyone.
Mhm.
Don't go outside.
Lock your doors, hide your kids, hide your wife.
Well, literally with Gordon, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. But
He'll screw anybody.
But Lucifer.
With Lucifer,
Maybe the devil's in the play.
Lucifer. It looked I guess I don't know much about the character, but the show looks pretty funny. It looks good. I mean, it's interesting. I'll watch it. I'll see how it is.
Yeah, same here. I'll diddle that.
Nothing more.
There's nothing much more I
I
can
see how
say.
it-
I don't know.
It's not much. Basically, you see him. You
It has a Constantine feel to it, and I really liked Constantine.
Better.
I wish they do like Justice League Dark. So
Yeah, about they're doing the movie though.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Doing movie.
Yeah.
It's on their slate of millions of
Oh,
movies
yeah.
to come.
I think I
So
stopped
in-
looking at
when
after
I'm in-
2016. I
Like
was
10 years, yes.
Okay.
Probably more than that, right? Because we're waiting how long for Batman v Superman?
A year.
Next year, yeah.
Next year.
Next May.
For what they say now, right?
It was supposed to come out at the same time as Captain America: Civil War,
And then he said,
and then they were shaking, and then they started shaking the little super booties, and they changed the date. They won't say that's the reason, but that's the reason.
Alright, so. We move on to the next one.
Which is?
Gem and the Hologram.
Who will let you start with
Yeah, take the wheel, Mark.
Oh my god, okay.
Jesus, take your wheel.
Well, I'm not an expert at Gem and the Holograms, but I know of them. And what we saw in that trailer was not even close to what they were. It's supposed to be Jerrica Benton, who's this girl who's has her own band, like the comic, the cartoon. She has her own band. Her father passes away. She owns the company Starlight Studios, where they produce music. There's someone else running it. I think his name is Eric something. Names.
Okay.
Anyway, her father dies. She then uncovers a computer in the basement, which is Synergy, a holographic computer. Yeah, Synergy. And she decides,
That's a good word.
Synergy offers her technology to create holograms to help her with her music career. And then there was this whole battle of the bands with the Misfits, where they...
Good band.
It's not the same band.
I know.
They battle these Misfits and take control over Starlight Studios. And then continues.
That's how companies work. Yeah.
So basically, Synergy is like Auto-Tune, but
Yeah,
better.
essentially, yeah. So in this trailer, we got none of that.
Yeah.
Gem is
The
It,
vibe I got from the trailer was a lot like Josie and the Pussycats.
yeah, it's exactly what
Which
it is.
was a good movie, but nothing related.
Go back to that. But in the cartoon, they didn't besides the whole Battle of the Bands stuff, wasn't it a little more action-y at some points?
Every episode was Gem versus the Misfits.
Okay.
There was always a sense of
There was conflict.
conflict.
Okay.
One was better than the other. Well, the Misfits wanted to be king of the world. They tried everything in their power to ruin the Gem image, but of course it was one of those cartoons where Gem...
Yeah.
You're so crazy.
The power of love!
They had songs. They sang songs throughout all the episodes, with consists probably about 3 or 4 words max on repeat.
The 90s.
Yeah. But they're sort of doing the same thing in the comic book, which is kind of good.
I haven't read it. I have it. Looks promising.
They've changed aspects, but even those aspects that they changed feels more like Gem and the Holograms than that crap that they...
Because here's the thing. The only thing I know about Gem and the Holograms is what you've told me, which is basically a longer version of what you just summarized. And, I watched this trailer and it was just like, oh, you know what? It felt like the movie The Rocker with Rainn Wilson, only not good. And it was, it's not any different than
it could have been called anything else.
That's it. It literally could have been anything else, and it wouldn't. They could not change the movie one bit. Just give it a different title, and you would not notice.
Exactly.
From what I know,
Just the makeup.
well, yeah, but who gives a shit? It's like it's that person's persona on stage. So from what I know of the cartoon series, and then seeing this trailer, and they become YouTube famous, and it makes it's like a drama about the company wants only her and not the band, and no, but we're friends, and it looks...
Eric Raymond, there's the name. Sorry.
The movie looks kind of shitty.
Well,
I've read this morning that the actress playing Jen did a shout out saying that do not judge the movie from the
yeah, I saw
trailer.
that too.
It's.
But a lot of people
I
will.
understand. Pretty much.
Everyone
will
this
do
is
the same thing.
Does she know how the internet works? That's
For cats.
for cats. But
Well,
that's how.
yeah.
That's just how it goes. It's just
I know, but
we can
At
say
least.
we've been talking about trailers all episode. It's you could say as much as you want as don't judge a book by its cover. We'll wait until it comes out, but that's the point of trailers, is to get initial reactions and to get people interested in the film. So going on that alone, it doesn't look good, and I'm not interested in this film.
Yeah. I already called
But
it
based-
how it's gonna play out.
And that's based on what I know of the
they will win
cartoon.
against the Misfits.
No.
If the
They will become the Misfits. Watch.
what?
Watch. The way they
What a twist!
Yeah, exactly. No, because the whole trailer goes, you have Jerrica Benton, who is this very shy singer, and she gets her video put up on YouTube, where it gets like over a
She gets
million
her-
views.
Yeah.
Then she goes on to this company called Starlight Studios, which remakes her into JEM, and she becomes this distant person from her band.
Sure.
So she's going to push away her band
She's a
members. She's going to push away her band members. And then Starlight is going to create these holograms of her band members, part of her group. That's how they make JEM and the holograms, because you know how a trailer, it's not necessarily fluent to how the movie's going to play out. So we do see the banner of JEM and the holograms. So her bandmates are going to be replaced by holograms.
So
She's
you
gonna,
think they're literally going to have?
I
like-
think they're going to literally be
And that-
holograms.
So wait, going based on that, in the cartoon, were they literally holograms?
Nope, they were actual people.
Okay.
The holograms is only the special effects. Like
Okay,
the lights and
fine.
cameras, all that, blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so
That's what I'm thinking.
they're going to bring an actual hologram aspect to the show, like the gorillas and stuff. It's just like the band plays and they have the band, the gorillas on screen.
Makes sense because people are stupid, and that will make sense for them.
Because there's no mention, in the trailer, they never mention all together as a group that, oh, we're JEM and the holograms. They're always mentioned separately and never in the same room. So that's what I'm thinking. They're going to do that. She's going to go off and she's going to become
Yeah.
JEM and the holograms.
Here's
And
the
then-
thing. Here's the thing. If they end up doing that, and it's kind of like this twist that they're not telling anyone until the movie comes out, kudos to them.
That's what I feel. And then at the end, they make up, they kiss and make up, and they become the Misfits.
And then they go against the holographic band
Yeah.
and prove that they're better. But then it's like, oh, we're the real JEM and the hologram.
Based on
I could see them doing that.
I can see that. Okay. I can see that. Okay, go on.
based on what you know,
Ooh.
all that you know, like what the what is based
Which is not
on,
very much.
Not very much. Is what is based on, what the way it's going. Would you ever start watching that show? That movie? It's a movie.
Wait, whoa, the movie. Wait,
Movie, why?
you talking about the original cartoon or the movie?
The movie.
No.
That's it.
Wow.
Based on this trailer alone, I wouldn't
Not
go.
this trailer. Before the trailer. If I would tell you there's a rock band of girls that are rocking against each other.
Well, yes, because I never watched the cartoon, but I like adaptations. I like seeing live action adaptations of things or new versions of. I didn't see that. I'm not going to see that.
For you.
Battleship.
Proud of you.
I almost
Hungry
but
Hippos.
I would love to see that. Hungry. I saw this fan post. Anyway, I like seeing new versions of things. Like I like seeing adaptation. Like they're doing the Man from U.N.C.L.E. Movie. I never saw the show, but I'll go see the movie because it's a new version of something old. And I don't mind remakes, and I like readapting things. And I like interpretations. So, in short, if I knew what the cartoon was but never saw it, and then it was like, hey, they're making a JEM and the Holograms movie, sure.
Give it a shot.
Why
Exactly.
not? But because I know what I do know about that, and then seeing the trailer and seeing how they do not look even the slightest the same, no, not
so
at all.
if you didn't know there was a cartoon,
If I didn't know it was a cartoon and I saw this trailer,
no, if you didn't know there was a cartoon, didn't see the trailer, would
well
you
then
go
I
see
wouldn't
it?
know what you're talking about.
No, it's basically no. That's the thing. There's a movie coming out with girls rocking out and hanging out. Personally, it's not my thing.
It's funny because for me it's the total opposite.
Okay.
Total. For me, if you tell me that, oh, there's that movie with girls rocking out with holograms, I said, what the fuck? But now that I know I have some kind of information about the story, I have the trailer, now I want to see the movie just because of how much it's going to be similar or different.
Yeah.
I need to know now.
I just want to watch it because it used to be a worldwide phenomenon. That's it.
So, to reiterate your question, if I did not know what the cartoon was,
The
and
story, just based on the story, that
I did not watch this trailer, and you said, "Hey, there's a movie coming out called JEM and the Holograms. It's about a girl who becomes famous and with her band friends, and it's about a girl band."
Exactly.
Would I go see it? Yeah, I like the Runaways.
Exactly. That's exactly what I had in mind.
Yeah, I saw the Runaways,
Yeah.
and I saw Josie and the Pussycats, and
Runaways wasn't that bad.
the Runaways is pretty
Yeah,
good.
pretty
But I knew a bit more of the Runaways before I watched the movie because
But point is that the Runaways,
it's okay.
Kristen Stewart and Dakota Fanning
Okay.
about the band, the Runaways.
Oh.
Joan Jett and the other one.
And the other one.
I don't remember the other one's name. I feel bad about that.
It's okay. I'm going to hear from it later on.
Anyway, so I've spoken too much about something I know nothing about. But yeah,
Yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, what did you guys think of the JEM and the Holograms trailer?
Sort of over there.
Did you both said your things?
So a bit. Just basically, like, I'm probably just gonna watch it because it used to be amazing. It used to be huge, but based on what it actually is, I'm not gonna go see it. And also, I think it lacks a lot of content in the whole.
Well, it was
As a
supposed to be like a $1 million budget. That's it, and it was filmed within a month.
What? Really?
Oh.
Yeah, it was really, yeah. That's what I could be wrong. It was a very low amount for the budget, and it was filmed.
What is considered low nowadays? $1 million?
$1 million for a movie?
Yeah.
You get $200 million movies now, so $1 million is like, wow.
So stay tuned for more videos. I'm Mark for Toys,
I'm Nick for games.
I'm Jonathan for comic books.
And I'm Justin for movies.
and we are
All the Nerds.